Hello everyone. Most of you might not be aware that San Francisco is not even in the top 50 safest cities in California. So, guys, if you're planning to move to San Francisco with your family or even thinking of starting a business there or looking for a school for your child, hold on to that thought for next 6 minutes. We might help you choose safer places in San Francisco. We have chosen a data set which depicts the crime happened in San Francisco over a period of 10 years. We have combined this dataset with the locations of schools and businesses and have tried to come up with insights which may help people to make a better choice in their personal and professional lives. Now, as you can see, this Viz shows the distribution of various categories of crime based on the district of San Francisco over the period of 10 years. The data is color coded based on districts in San Francisco. As you can see, on selection of different categories of crimes, the location at which those crimes occurred are displayed on the map. So this is how crimes are distributed on the basis of districts in San Francisco. Further, we'll be looking at the crimes in more detail based on the locations. Now, as we can see that this list shows the category-wise crime distribution of the top 10 categories and the count of incidents in those categories. We also see that the list shows the district-wise crime distribution in a day over the years. So as we select any of the category, for example, as we select vehicle theft, we can see below that number of incidents recorded in each of the district in the entire day over the years. We can see that vehicle theft increases as day progresses and there are higher number of incidents reported during 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. in each of the districts. And the rate is lower between 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And this is the case with majority of the crime categories. Now let us look at the top 5 crimes in each district of San Francisco. This is an important Viz for people who are planning to move to San Francisco. The Viz provides us with the top 5 categories of crimes in each district. Larceny, theft, drug usage, assault are among the top 5 categories of crimes, and we can see here that larceny, theft tops the categories of crimes in majority of the districts. So this Viz can provide useful information about the districts and the top categories of crimes in those districts. So now if you plan to move to San Francisco, you may want to look for business location for yourself or plan a safer school for your child. So we went ahead and plotted the business and school locations and tried to analyze the crime rate around those locations. Now as you can see here, this Viz is filled with crime locations since our data is over a period of 10 years. Now let us look at the business and school location individually. We tried to analyze those areas where the density of crime reported was comparatively less, and we came up with few such areas like Presidio Parkway, the Walt Disney Museum, the Golden Gate Park, the Hunters Point, and John McLaren Park were few of the safer places. Treasure Island reported the least crime rate over the period of 10 years, which also included school and business locations. We also tried to analyze those areas where the density of crime reported was comparatively high, and we came up with few areas like Chinatown, Russian Hill, North Beach, etc., where some of the areas where the crime density were at its peak and you would not want to move to such locations. We also tried to analyze which schools can be considered safer in San Francisco. And as we can see, the schools located in these areas have much lesser crime density around it as compared to the north, which has much higher crime density. Let us go to the next Viz. This Viz gives the percentage of resolutions of the crime in each district. As we can see here, most of the districts have a resolution as none for most of the crimes, with Richmond being on top, having 72% of crimes still unresolved. As we focus more closely, we see that Trenderlian has the least percentage of unresolved cases corresponding with the highest percentage of resolved cases. This insight gives us vital information that there is a room for improvement for other districts as well. Let us look at the next viz. In this viz, we came up with a ratio of total number of crimes recorded over population, which helped us compare the changes in crime rate over a period of 5 years. As we can see, compared to 2010, the crime rate has dropped in 2011, but then the ratio has again increased for the next couple of years, dropping again in 2014. Since it is difficult to predict whether the crime rate will increase or decrease over the next year based on this trend, this triggered us to find out more insights and predict the number of crimes that could happen in each district over the next year. So we came up with a quiz that would forecast the number of crimes that can happen over the next year in each of the districts of San Francisco. Here, the width of the forecasting line on the viz is proportionate to the number of incidents taking place and forecasted in that district. I hope our presentation provided useful information since we tried to cover the three main aspects of safe business, school and residential location which someone might be interested in looking if they plan to move to San Francisco.